Okay, this is a repeat of a walk I did, well, at the beginning of the lockdown actually, earlier this year. It's a walk to Shell Island, which is closed. It's closed for some reason. Most campsites have opened, but they've decided to stay closed. And they're telling her that it's private property, but I'm hoping to do a circular walk and go down that private road on the way back. This is a repeat of a walk I did, well, a few months ago now, I suppose. Okay, I think this is where they're telling me to stay on the footpath route. Yeah, and not go on to the actual well, last year was the Shell Island campsite, and that makes a nice circular walk, so we'll see what happens. Unfortunately, it's gone cloudy. Well, it was forecast. I looked at the forecast today, and it was forecast to be sunny, and it's going to, well, go up into the 70s Fahrenheit. Over there's a good view of the Rhynogs silhouetted against the morning sky. The sunshine over there behind the Rhynogs, and these formerly military aircraft hangars are now, as I mentioned in the previous video, are now used by local businesses as storages or premises of various kind. So I'm hoping the sun will come out. It's kind of like over there, yeah, the distance is Snowdon, of course. Over there it's clear sunshine. It's just my usual luck. I've got cloud overhead. One nice thing about this walk, it's more or less well, nearly flat all the way around, especially this, well, actually it's constructed as a cycle path. When they and it's part of the Wales coast path, a long distance path, runs all around the coast of Wales, well, close to 300 miles long, I think. Okay, I'll just take a quick clip of this showing these. I think they're called bulrushes. They seem to do quite well here, field of bulrushes. Coming up to the entrance into the campsite. It's which is of course private property, but this footpath runs through. It's authorized access here. Okay, I've come to a junction of paths here, and this a little notice board: Natural Resources Wales. Natural Resources Wales, and the bulrushes are taking over. But that's the name of the place, Mochras, Shell Island, and well, yeah. Okay, so you are here. Yeah. So this is in effect now, because it will be not well. It'll be like an actual nature reserve for this year. Nobody here, so it will well, like go back to nature in all aspects. Here's another one of those. Yeah, they're telling me this is private land. Stay on the path. So I might have to just return the way I came, rather than flout the well, become a trespasser. I've been warned to stay on the footpath, and okay, there it is, the the Wales Coast Path footpath sign. Okay, turn right here to continue on the authorised footpath. But when I did this walk before, that's a you're not supposed. Well, I don't think you're supposed to do this now, but it looks there's plenty of footmarks. That's the access there to the beach over the dunes. But what I'll do, I'll go along the authorised footpath and well, I'll see how. It'll probably say no entry. It'll probably be painted on the tarmac, no access. Where the footpath does actually a little further on go to the beach. But that's an impressive sand dunes, though. That's the nice feature of this Shell Island campsite, the sand dunes. And of course you have an excellent all-round view here. When you're standing on top of one of the dunes, that is. You can see that's a hawk right there. So that hawk wouldn't be here, because there'd be thousands here if this was a normal year. Way to the beach car park, and I think that's the coast. Well, it just say here the coastal path carries on going here. Yeah, there is a car parked in the distance there. Might be a member of the staff. So at that point, oh yes, here we go. Yeah, the coastal path makes a sharp left here. But okay, that car's just gone, because if he is a worker patrolling the premises, then you better tell me whether I could carry on going, or ask me to go back on the footpath. But you can see it's a beautiful spot, and normally this would all be absolutely plastered with tents, and also recreational vehicles are allowed on this site. But for some reason or other, they don't allow caravans or trailers, as they're known in some countries. Okay, this is where the coastal path takes a sharp turning right here. It goes to the beach and then goes south towards South Wales eventually. But I don't. Oh, no entry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame, really. I better not. It's. I'm asking for a telling off. If I Rinog Vawr and the rounded hill of Mochras. It's a shame that, because it's only well, you can see the main buildings are only a quarter of a mile away, and then it makes a nice circular walk. And then I'll go back on the Causeway Road, back to where I parked the car. But I'll go down here then, and down to the beach. As I say, there would be thousands here. August, especially an August weekend. Over there's the town of Cricket, over the Traumatic Bay, I believe it's called. Yeah, the town of Cricket there. It is slightly hazy today. Okay, this is did they say the beach car park? I can't see. Oh no, the beach car park was a bit further along. I just passed it earlier on. Yeah, so this is gives access to the beach. The Wales coast sign again. I say this is a repeat walk I did back in the winter. I did, and then I did another walk similar to this. But look, But there were one or two people on the beach back then. Now I haven't seen anyone at all. Of course, I did start this walk early, 8:30 in the morning, before most people are up. They're, well, holiday makers at least. So it was very nice here because, as I say, normally there'd be, well, it's a bit early, but there'd be hundreds on this beach, if not thousands. If you like the sound of seabirds, well, they've stopped. They've stopped right now, but yeah. Lots of seabirds here. I can see quite a few cormorants in the distance, about a quarter of a mile away. I'll see if I can, well, I might be able to zoom in on them. I don't know. Are they cormorants? Yeah. Cormorants. Now, of course, they wouldn't be there. They're somewhat shyer than, well, certainly seagulls will always be here. In fact, crowds attract them, source of food. But cormorants are somewhat more shy. They'll stay clear if there's people around. So I won't go. I was going to go to the surf, but I won't. Well, they'll probably fly off. But I can hear the surf, of course. But it's very calm today, so not much in the way of surf. You can see why Shell Island is one of the most popular campsites in, if you like, a seaside holiday in the beach. Thousands come here, of course. It's very, very popular, and but no one here today. Yeah, but on the other beaches that are open, well, countless thousands are going because, well, a lot of them normally would go to Spain or France, but now virus cases are rising in those countries and quarantine measures have been introduced, and there's some disrupted people's holidays. Basically chaos. It's short notice quarantine restrictions, and so people, rather than take that risk, are becoming what staycationers. Yeah, staycationers. They're staying in this country for their holidays, but there's everything sold out. For that reason, it's very difficult to get holiday accommodation. Now, somewhere along here, I'll strike back to the car across the dunes. I haven't noticed those birds before. Don't think they're seagulls. They got kind of black patches on them. I don't know what they're called. I say I was going to go to the surf, but there's not much of a surf. But I don't like to disturb the seagulls. I'm the intruder here. Nature, as I say, it's gone back to nature, you might say. Humans have disappeared. There's a sailing boat out there. I don't know if I can. Yeah, well, fortunately, yeah, I can't pick it up. Right. Okay. Yeah. Back across the dunes to the car. A miniature Sahara Desert, or maybe the Mojave Desert in California, here in North Wales. Okay, reached the high point here, and the views open up of more or less the whole of Snowdonia. Of course, the Riddogs, they're closer, of course. Snowdon's in the distance. Okay, I'm back on down the Wales coast path that I took coming to the beach. But now I'm basically retracing my steps now, so not much to talk about, because I'll be covering the same ground, except returning. Okay, I'm back to this junction of paths, and this is where I should turn here. But I'll just go down here. I think see where this leads. I think there is a footpath marked on the map somewhere down here that runs by the edge of the airfield. As I thought, there's no trespassers will be prosecuted. That's the well, you can see it's no longer used. You can gain access to the aerodrome. It's an active aerodrome. Only light aircraft use it now. Okay, just passed a couple of cyclists. First people I've seen on this walk. And over there is the, well, I've had to walk through that complex, the Shell Island complex. Totally deserted, but there are probably a skeleton staff there. Keep an eye on things. Yeah, there's the, I don't know if you can see, there's a, looks like some kind of van there, going towards the Shell Island. He's making a delivery maybe. But I'm surprised they didn't open up, because they opened up the campsites, I think, at the beginning of August. And, well, in the months of August and September, they would have made a colossal amount of money. It would have been packed out every day. But I think the owners have probably, well, they've probably made enough money over the years not to worry about having to close down for a year. Well, they didn't. Yeah, but it would have given work to some of the locals. Actually, it's kind of better walking in this direction, because you get a view. I always liked that view. I liked it since I was a 10-year-old kid when I first came here. The mountain backdrop there. I can hear there's a plane there, over in the distance there. The edge of that hangar. So he's getting ready to take off. There it is there. I need a tripod, of course, to steady the camera. Now this section of this concrete path is heading directly towards Snowdon, which, as the crow flies, is about maybe just under 15 miles away. So if I was to continue in a straight line here, I would end up on the summit of Snowdon. It's a bit hazy still. There he is, ready to go. I can't quite, have I got him in view? Can't see. Yeah, ready to take off. Yeah, there's those cyclists. They just went to the end of the path and back again. Oh, another plane's taking off. Two of them. Yeah. I say that runway there, you can't quite see it, but it's long enough for a jumbo jet to land on. But of course it was used as a military, well, it was during the Second World War. It was a training base. It wasn't actually they trained bomber crews and things like that here. And then after the war it was used as for research, I believe testing drones. not sure if how much I caught. Now, one aircraft's taken off. Now it's his turn to take off. Yeah. Yeah, it is a flight training. There's a training school here as well, and also you can. Yeah, there's the end of the runway there. Yeah. It's and I don't know if you can see aircraft landing lights here. Oh, of course they're not. Probably no longer used. Right in the foreground here. There's one right there. Always like that sound. Canada geese. There's thousands of them here. There's plenty of. Well, the Welsh lakes. There are a few cars there. Oops, and there's a cyclist. Yeah, so maybe I'd have been all right to have taken that circular walk. Maybe they're not too strict on enforcing the no entry rules. Okay, this is the end of the walk. I'm back to the car, and unfortunately, even though the glorious sunshine over the Snowdon Mountains and behind the Rhinogs over there, I was unfortunately under the cloud, but good for walking, but not so good for photography.